No, you better not.
Bob, stretch out now.
Is it running, Rich?
It's running.
All right.
What's up?
Terrific.
My gun.
Oh, tell me how to do it and you come get
The
in.
railroad that you owned, the R.R. Cross Company.
I believe that's one of our
Right. And you came into our region, and one of the local commissioners was, I don't remember just exactly how it went, but he wasn't for this route that you wanted to put through. And
That happens.
yeah, but
Did he die also?
Well, no, we don't know what happened to him.
He's
He
disappeared?
disappeared.
No.
And he's never heard from him again.
Every time there's a
terribly
railroad.
He probably ran away with a
And
mistress or something.
anyway, that route went in just as you planned.
Where were you the night of?
So,
Probably became a bigger part of the railroad than he had hoped.
It's a cross tie. I don't know what to say other than the man disappeared. We went on with the railroad. I'm sure he would have came around eventually. Later, Ham claimed to have been protecting Fax from brigands who he saw lurking in the bushes. But from where I sat, it looked like Fax needed protection from Ham, not from any brigands. What do you say to that, Ham?
Him!
There's no question that brigands
Hey,
were
yeah.
involved. I don't know where you get these rocket stories, but you know the unpredictability of the natives, and there's no question that brigands were in fact involved in
Why
that
didn't
altercation.
any of us see him?
Well, they're around us all the time. You never see them.
But you claimed you saw them. That's why you were protecting Fax.
Well, I was with Fax when he was attacked. Of course I saw them. Well, you weren't there.
We saw
But
them.
the attack occurred and
We
they
saw-
disappeared. Is this Missy Glow speaking?
Yes.
Missy Glow. Missy.
Is this Missy Glow?
Tara
No,
wanted
no,
to kill her
no.
father.
No.
Is this the
Father
woman?
had killed her mother.
Is this the woman that the Major General is trying to avoid?
No.
Is this the woman that the Major General has been running from all these years?
Missy.
Oh,
Are
Missy.
you married to the major?
Is this the Major General's first trollop?
Now, Missy,
Twist.
Missy looks very familiar to me.
Are you indeed Rosie Glow?
Looks closer.
Yeah, that's them.
I recognize them anyway.
She reminds me of someone I have seen in my past. But I
Are
cannot
you
identify.
denying
What more do you need for identification,
Not-
Major?
I don't recognize that mole.
Missy, is the major your husband?
I've known the major in the past, yes.
Is he
Where
your
have
husband?
we known? I am
Missy,
not
you've known everyone in the past.
aware of our
I've
acquaintance.
just, oh, well.
Missy, are you indeed Rosie Glow? Yes or no, please?
In my younger days, yes, I'm a little older than I do look, but in my younger days, I did try my hand at dancing here. And,
So you are Rosie Glow then?
Are you really
well, I
a drill
could-
team reject?
Really. He would, if it hadn't been for him, I would be dead.
Yes.
Yes.
I would be dead. I was down
Yeah.
under. I
I've
thought I was
felt
dead.
that before too, and then
I've read
somebody
it.
has picked me up.
You were down under, huh?
I had just,
She was
I
going
had
down for the
been-
third time.
You're a braggart. You're a
same
braggart. You don't believe it for a minute.
going down. If it hadn't been for this strong person that said,
That's enough.
"Good heavens, what a wonderful time this is!"
Good
I
God,
would
one
not
more
be
time.
here.
3 times an hour?
I have no idea.
I'll
what
bet you
happened.
were.
Many times over,
She
yes.
doesn't
Maybe
know who
Con
came over
thought
her.
he was.
I
fucking
really
too.
didn't even know who it was
You
until
didn't
you
know who
told
came
me.
over you, did you?
No, I had no idea what that wonderful experience was. I just know.
We had trouble relating to it, right?
No, I just know I ended up back in my bed after I fell in the
I'll
well.
bet she did.
She fell in the well.
And I was wet and that was it. I don't
Yes, but you know what was really peculiar? Around 5:30, I saw Missy come back, and she was looking very unkempt. Her little petticoat that was usually spotless and white was now discolored and torn.
Oh, yes, see.
Con, what did you do?
Again? 2 days in a row?
I was in my room.
I know, you know, he usually carries a shotgun, but today he went off with a rifle.
Oh, really?
Why was that?
Target practice.
I don't know what you mean.
Well, you
I
took a
have-
gun
I-
from the guards
yeah.
room.
Today you took a rifle, and you usually have a shotgun. Why did you need a rifle?
I have a jeweled shotgun.
Yeah, we know that.
Sold off, right? 8 inches. Yeah.
A six-shot shotgun.
That's it.
Obviously a six-shot shotgun.
Major target
You're
practice.
gunfire,
Oh, and then
and Ashley left. Right now the chimes are working out okay.
While I was
Then-
in Fax's office, I did see a rectangular portion of the floor lift.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, now what did you do? You went
I
in
was
there at
trying
this
to
time?
get into the
How,
the arm.
was it a very heavy fossil?
Hot fossil?
A hot fossil. It was a hot fossil.
Was that Mother Heaven?
How hot was it?
With a biggie.
But then the Major General wasn't thinking too clearly. He was
I
a
knew
drunkard.
that.
He was
a drunkard.
His first plan was a good one, but that failed. The shootout at OK Corral was well planned, well supplied with armament and ammunition, but the ambushers were driven off by the ferocity of the defenders' return fire. The second attempt had a better chance of succeeding. From his regular place atop the walls of the fort, the Major General, when he wasn't drunk, calculated the proper firing angle, and, to be absolutely certain, he even marked the bullseye target on the canvas roof of the armory. At the moment chosen, the time when Fax was always at his desk in the armory, the shot was fired from the shadow of one of the towers. As Fax was not there at the time, the bullet plowed into the desk. Its only effect to be that of frightening Ashley into her vigorous and noisy exit. The Major General can be consoled. He was, after all, married into a royal family. It just isn't the one he
She
expected.
returned to the fort, dirty, disheveled, and exhausted, but glowing with the knowledge she had secured for her father and her family the single most important fossilized evidence of the link between ape and man. The earliest bureaucrat, the sit-down man. Tara.
Tara is the murderer.
Yeah.
She had to kill Fox.
Fax.
If she was to stay alive. Her father had already hired the murder of his wife, the Contessa, and Tara's brother, just a Fax, because they stood between Fax and the wealth he needed to finance his expeditions. Perhaps deep in his heart, Fax regretted having to kill his daughter too, but the proposition he put to Ham made his intentions clear. When Ham told Tara what Fax intended, she simply had to make plans to protect herself. Things reached a crisis, of course, when Fax discovered the romance between Ham and Tara and assumed the worst. Killing Fax was not easy. Life in the fort was crowded and someone was always about, on the walls, in the courtyard, visiting here and there, and Fax made an effort to be in the crowd or at least in full view whenever he wasn't locked up in the armory. Tara never found a moment when she could get at Fax unobserved by any of the others. Then on the morning of the great find, Fax kicked everyone out of Clef Formé. The moment Tara heard that he intended to work alone, she acted on her plan. She hastily returned to the fort to steal Ashley's gun, and then, by careful stages, see, I did it, concealed for much of the journey in the ox cart filled with straw. Oh, she wasn't in the ox cart. Good old hair. Returned to the cleft and immediately shot Fax right between the eyes. The shot, echoing in the cave, was heard by Missy and Anne, who assumed it was a whip crack. Tara scarcely had time to hide herself when Anne marched into the cave. Seeing her remove the heavy sack from the trolley, Tara conceived the idea of putting Fax's body in a sack and loading it on the cart. Thus, Fax rode to the armory, accompanied by the guards, and was safely locked inside. At this point, the murder was concluded. There remained, however, the matter of transportation, which was duly carried out by Kahn.
Oh, fun.
It was fitting that he, who is Rutherford Russ, purveyed counterfeit fossils to the innocent. See, I knew it. Should confuse the newly deceased artifacts for the ancient remarkable fossil, the sit-down man.